I left my uncle stranded 100 miles from home after he went on a racist, misogynistic rant in my car. Uncle Greg needed a ride to his fishing cabin upstate. My mom asked me to drive him since his truck was in the shop. I said yes because I figured it was just 2 hours there, 2 hours back, no big deal. Uncle Greg always seemed normal at family dinners. Quiet, ate his food, watched football, never caused problems. We left at 6 a.m. on Saturday. The first hour was fine. He talked about fishing lures and some bass he caught last summer. Normal stuff. I stopped at a gas station to fill up and grab coffee. There was this woman working the register who barely spoke English. She was trying her best to ring up my items, but the card reader wasn't working right. Uncle Greg started sighing really loud behind me. Then he said, "These people come here and can't even do a simple job. Send them back where they came from." I turned around and stared at him. The woman heard it. She looked down at the counter. My face got hot. I apologized to her and we figured out the card reader. Got back to the car without saying anything to him. 10 minutes later, he started up again. We passed a woman driving a minivan going the speed limit in the left lane. Uncle Greg laid on my horn even though I was driving. Women drivers, absolutely useless. They shouldn't give licenses to half these idiots on the road. That's why my ex-wife totaled 2 cars. Women can't handle machinery. It's just facts. I gripped the steering wheel harder. That's not cool. What? I'm just telling the truth. You're too young to understand how the world works. Women are emotional. They can't focus. It's biology. He kept going. Talked about how his ex-wife ruined his life by asking for alimony. How she was a gold digger. How all women just want to take men's money. He said women who wear makeup to work are asking for attention and then complain when they get it. My hands started shaking. I thought about my mom working 2 jobs to support us after Dad left. I thought about my girlfriend who wants to be an engineer and deals with guys like this every day. I looked at the GPS. We were exactly 100 miles from home. Middle of nowhere. Just highway and empty fields. I pulled onto the shoulder. Put the car in park. "What are you doing?" Uncle Greg asked. "Get out." "What?" "Get out of my car." He laughed. "Very funny. Come on, we're gonna be late." I reached across him and opened his door. "I'm serious. Get out." His face changed. "You can't be serious. We're in the middle of nowhere. You should have thought about that before running your mouth." I stared straight ahead. Didn't look at him. "Your mother is going to hear about this." "Good. Tell her exactly what you said. See how that goes." He sat there for a solid minute. Cars kept passing us. Finally, he grabbed his backpack from the back seat and got out. Slammed the door so hard my mirror shook. I pulled back onto the highway and drove off. Checked my rear view once. He was just standing there on the side of the road with his thumb out. My phone started blowing up 20 minutes later. Uncle Greg had called my mom from some truck stop. She called me 5 times in a row. I let it ring. Then my aunt called. Then my grandma. I pulled into a diner parking lot and finally answered my mom. "What is wrong with you? Greg is stranded." "Did he tell you what he said?" "He said you got into an argument." "Ask him what the argument was about. Ask him to repeat exactly what he said about the woman at the gas station and about women drivers. Go ahead." Silence on the other end. "He said some things," my mom finally admitted. "Yeah, he did. And I'm not a taxi service for bigots." Uncle Greg eventually got a ride from some trucker. Took him 6 hours to get to his cabin. My mom was mad at me for 2 days. Then my aunt called her and said she'd been dealing with Greg's comments for years and was glad someone finally called him out. My grandma said I was disrespectful, but also said Greg needed to watch his mouth.